talked about the betrayal that happens as it relates to others and, the effects of that, the betrayal of not only others, but with God has had its effect on you. But I also want to talk about the betrayal and the unforgiveness that you may have towards yourself. I know one of the biggest things that the enemy will try to do is to keep you in bondage by thinking that you have no other choice, you have no other way, and it will have you compromising, bending, and violating things that are non-negotiables for you. And when you are out of the alignment of what your non-negotiables are, I do think inevitable and disaster is just waiting to happen, right? Because you have betrayed yourself to say you wasn't going to go for that, but you did. You say you were going to do this, but you didn't. And those are the things that will keep us in a loop, a spiritual loop of repeating certain patterns. Some of us may be wondering, why do I keep attracting the same people? Like, why is it that I'm encountering the same people, just a different phase, a different shade, more or less older or younger, but I still experience the same things? It's because God is telling you, you have not passed. I'll just tell you, you have not passed. You are still struggling in one way, shape, or form with something that you're not getting. So it needs to be adjusted. God is not going to, if he's a good God, he's not going to bring the thing that you're praying for or the thing that he wants to bless you and have you, prepare for you if you're not ready. Okay. And the good news about God is that he is such a good God and he has eternity. There are things that you may not necessarily have all figured out just yet. But the not so good news is God has eternity. So unfortunately, if these are things that are not dealt with and they are not resolved and they are not brought to the light, that these are things that you're going to continue to loop in the spirit and you'll never receive the fullness of what God really wants to bless you with. You'll see things that will be manifested in your kids and your kids' kids, God forbid, right? But those are things that the enemy will continue to renew in contracts in the spiritual. They don't die when your physical body dies. They always carry over into the spirit, right? Because the spirit is eternal. And, God willing, maybe your kids will be the repair of the breach and it's broken. But the thing that you were supposed to walk in that could have been magnified for your heirs and your kids and other generations now is just starting with 2 or 3 generations down the line.